Hey everyone, this is my live stream of what I got for Christmas this year. I hope you guys have had a good Christmas so far. I'm doing this live stream to show you all what I had gotten for this year like I did last year. So first I want to show you this. If you don't know what this is, it is a drinking Lucky Bird. Most of you may know what it is. I've seen this before somewhere on TV or YouTube or something like that. But anyway, most of you probably know what it is. What you do is you basically have it on that stand, dip the beak in like a cup of water, something like that, and let go of it. It'll rock back and forth, dipping into it with its beak, so it'll look like it's drinking out of it. But anyway, that, and then now for our model cars, we have this. It is a airbrush paint set for model cars. Of course, it has the self in there. That end of it hooks up to the tank of air, which is behind here. That are all the same. They attach to that end of it. And then the paint bottles, it has a acrylic blue, orange, red, and yellow with it. Can't see it because of that. Anyway, you take the metal lid off of it, put that plastic lid on it, and attach it to that. And then you attach that in to the tank of air, and then you start painting with it. I think there's like a button or something for painting with it, but I'm not sure yet. Let's see. Hold end of airbrush hose over propellant can and screw on tightly. Insert plastic tip cue. I think it says if it has like a button or something to the instructions to it, telling you how to paint with it. It does have instructions with it. They're just underneath the orange plastic inside there. But anyways, I had gotten that. And you remember how I showed you my model transfer truck in my last live stream video? Well, now I have a trailer for it. A model trailer for it. It is a car transporting trailer. It is a Model 3. That is the hardest level there is. Level 2 is easy and not as bad as level 3. Level 2 of model cars is still has a lot of parts, but not as many as a level 3. A level 3 model has a lot more parts and is more difficult to put together. And then level 1 is the lowest it will go, is pretty much the easiest, which isn't as many parts as a level 2 and 3. I normally get just the level 2 because it's easier for me. But I got this. And then if you're now starting to watch, please let me know in the comments. And this model trailer is a 1/25th scale model, I believe. Let's see if I can turn it over and see if it says there somewhere. Ha, there you go. It has a scale of level 1 to 3, which is what I was just talking to you about. Level 1 is the easiest, of course, so it's 8 and up. Not really much glue or paint really required. Level 2 is what I like to go with, which is moderate, so not as hard. And then, which has glue and paint required. Definitely paint. Sometimes not really a lot of glue, but sometimes, yeah. And then, of course, 3 is most difficult, so it's leveled as the most challenging, and that's what this is. Level 3. It's for 12 and up. Level 2 is for 10 and up. So that's why usually on the back or bottom of a model like this, it has the scale on it showing you the levels and difficulty of putting together. But I had gotten that for Christmas. I had also gotten a new pair of shoes. The Skechers On The Go shoes. Designed in Los Angeles. They're also my favorite color, by the way, which is red. Take one out. I want you out to show you. It has red on it, which I like about it. It's my favorite color. Has a memory foam inside of it. It looked like they'd be pretty comfortable. They're, of course, the size I would wear. I haven't tried them on yet, but I'm going to see how they feel. Eventually, just haven't done that yet. And then, so we now have all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. We had gotten the new Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man Tell No Tales movie, which is the 5th Pirates of the Caribbean movie, the last Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Probably. I'm only showing the front of it I'm only going to show the front of the movie case for copyright reasons. Don't want to give any information about it away or anything like that, and be copyrighted for it. So I'm just showing the front to you guys, and that's all. But I had gotten that. The reason why I'm not showing you the back of it is because I would probably get copyrighted, get a copyright thing or something like that about it if I did. So that's why I only showed you the front. I don't want that to happen. So, and then one other thing I got. It's got this: color your fire, magical flames. This whole pouch you don't actually open up. You literally just throw it into the fire and let it burn, and then the flames eventually change color or change different colors. Some sort of a powder inside of it. It says creates vibrant color flames for wood burning fires. Definitely would want to keep out of reach from children, and it is harmful if swallowed, which would not be, you would obviously not want to eat it. And by the way, it does say on the back of it not to open it because you could accidentally inhale it and it will cause liver and kidney damage. And it will cause irritation to the skin, eyes, and respiratory tract. And then it says, if swallowed, seek immediate medical attention. And in a case of eye or skin contact, immediately flush affected area with water and seek medical attention. And then if inhaled, remove person to fresh air. So, I had gotten that, and then I, of course, had gotten candy. I really like. My favorite candy is Reese's. And I had gotten a chocolate bar, about that big, pretty much. A 1 pound chocolate bar. And then a bag of Hershey Kisses. And then 2 giant peanut butter cups. Reese's peanut butter cups. Now, if I were to open it up, let's see if I feel it. They're that big around. So, that's my hand. That's how big around it is. There's 2 of them. And, they're literally pretty much that thick. They actually get a lot bigger than that. They weigh 2.5 pounds. They get bigger than this, I believe. They can be probably the size of this whole package, just about, pretty much. That big around. Except the only way you could find one that big is, I believe, by going to the Hershey company, or the Hershey factory. I think that is where they sell it. I haven't eaten it yet, of course. It's not opened yet. And I also had gotten this, which is it's a deluxe hobby knife kit. Bunch of like little X-Acto knives and stuff like that. Which is for probably our model cars, but me and my brother aren't sure if we would use it or not. So we might just give it to our dad if he wants it. If any of you are just now watching, please let me know in the comments. I also have new Lego sets as well, which I will show you eventually. Which will be in one of my other videos. I'll set my phone down for now. Get open what I want to show you. What I got, what I'm getting out is to show you, is a Zippo lighter. Windproof lighter. Didn't know it was windproof. That's pretty cool. Thought maybe you can make something windproof, but apparently. I'm going to show you. This is a Zippo lighter. Open it up. It does not have any fuel in it, so it doesn't work right now, but that's with it pretty much opened up. Not really exactly sure what I would show or use it for, really, but that is a Zippo lighter. Oops, not falling over. Put it back in its metal case. Whenever you get a Zippo lighter, it comes in a case like this. About that big, pretty much. That is what it comes in, and then I have a 300 lumens flashlight. This is what it looks like. It's that big if I were to hold it in my hand, so really not all that big. If any of you are just now watching, please let me know in the comments. That's the lens. This end of it from right here screws off, and this end you pull on to line it and stuff. That's how bright of a flashlight it is. Barely push on it, dims. Do it again, does this like a strobe light. Do it again to stop, and I press it all the way down to turn it off. Turn it back on and pull on the front end of it. It'll slide out to like that, and it'll be a small round light like that. And that's the bright mode. Dim. Push it back in. Widens out to that. Dim. And that. And then turn it off. That's my flashlight. Or new flashlight that I got gotten. I also got a 6-pack of Sundrop from my dad's mom and dad. And then one of my newest model cars, which is now my 11th model car that I have, which ain't put together yet. It is a 1953 Hudson Hornet. If you've ever seen the movie Cars, and if you've ever seen the movie Cars, this pretty much the exact car is in that movie. But anyway, I had gotten it for Christmas, and then I had also gotten this book, which is really only a year old. Came out last year at some point. It's called Strange History, Mysterious Artifacts, Macabre Legends, I think I said that right. Boneheaded Blunders and Mind-Blowing Facts. And then if you were to flip it over to the back of the book, it says, "Did you know Julius Caesar," I think I'm saying this right, was afraid of cats, which I did not know. And Mozart was infatuated with farts. Kind of weird, but for some reason, I guess he liked farts. For some reason, don't really know why. And then Neanderthals invented the mullet. And then Columbus saw a UFO from the deck of the Santa Maria. And then a con man nearly convicted New Yorkers, or convinced New Yorkers to saw off Manhattan. And Queen Victoria smoked marijuana or something like that, or marijuana or something like that, I think, to cure her cramps, which I did not know either, but apparently she did. And then the word pants comes from the name of a 16th century clown. And then the mind like soccer, but with human heads. That's actually kind of graphic to think about. Yeah. And the ancient Roman poet Virgil, I think I said that right, held a funeral for a housefly. A funeral for a housefly. Okay. Don't know why you want to do that, but okay. That's also something strange and weird. Let's see. There's some things I want to read to you out of the book, which I'll probably read more stuff out of it eventually. Okay, first thing is this: The Undead of Crystal Palace. Should like this read it to you. Built in 1865, Crystal Palace Station in South London once handled 8,000 passengers per day. By the late 1920s, it had fallen into despair. During World War II, it was used as an air raid shelter. German bombing during the Blitz shattered what was left of the glass roof. And by the time the war ended, rats far outnumbered commuters. I think I said that right. Crystal Palace was demolished in 1961, The area is now covered by apartments and houses. All that remains of the station is a high retaining wall, a lone building, a stretch of tunnel beneath the road, and some ghostly inhabitants. Legend has it that buried somewhere beneath the rubble of Crystal Palace Station is a bricked-up train wreck from the early days of the line. The dead were purportedly, I think I said that right, entombed, entombed, I think I said that right, not, sorry, where they perished, along with the shattered remains of the locomotive. They are not resting in peace. However, locals claim ghostly hands occasionally reach up from below to grab unwary pedestrians passing. So apparently, there's an unseen force that will grab a hold of you whenever you're walking by above where it once was, and then eventually lets go. Kind of creepy and scary, actually. I think there may have been people at what was left of that train, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up and see if I can find a video about it or not. Because I have seen like a picture or something of like a train in a tunnel or something like that, abandoned train or something in a tunnel like that. Somewhere. Don't remember where. But anyway, on to the last thing I wanted to read to you out of it for now. And then, of course, I will probably eventually read more stuff out of it to you all. Not sure when that would be. And then, of course, if any of you are just now watching, please let me know in the comments. And also, please leave a like, and also subscribe to my channel. I have 19 subscribers, and now I just need one more to hit 20, and then I will do my next special video for 20 subscribers. And then, okay, here's the next thing. The last thing I want to read out to you. A Titan and the Titanic. Eerie coincidence or clairvoyant prediction. In 1898, Morgan Robinson wrote a novel called Faulty, I think I said that right, or The Wreck of the Titan, about the maiden voyage of an unsinkable luxury liner. Robinson's Titan was 800 feet long, weighed 75,000 tons, had 3 propellers and 24 lifeboats, and carried rich passengers. Cruising at 25 knots, the Titan's hull was ripped apart when it hit an iceberg. In April, most of the passengers were lost because there wasn't enough lifeboats. 14 years later, the real-life, unsinkable Titanic took off on its maiden voyage. It was 882.5 feet long, weighed 66,000 tons, had 3 propellers and 22 lifeboats, and carried rich passengers. Late at night, on April 14th, 1912, a hole on its hull had upended the ship. At least 1,517 people drowned because there wasn't enough lifeboats. After the disaster, reporters asked Robinson, an experienced seaman, if he was clairvoyant. No, he replied. I know what I am writing about. That's all. And then on the next page next to it, it says botched history. Titanic 100 years ago. Wow. Global warming could have saved Titanic. Sad to say. Former baseball player Joe Casino tweeting on the 100th anniversary of the Titanic disaster. Strangely, he was kind of correct. If you think about that, with him saying that global warming could have saved Titanic 100 years ago, back whenever he put out that comment, you think about that, it's pretty much true, because now, in 2017, and almost now to almost 2018 now, there's, of course, now not any icebergs there at all where Titanic had hit and sank from an iceberg. And the water isn't as cold as it was back then. It might still be the same tonight, but it really depends on how cold it is at night. But that's actually pretty much true. If global warming would have started long before it had hit, most likely just as a giant museum, probably, because it's now almost 106 years ago from when it had sank. 106. This April 14th, 2018, it will turn 106 years ago from when it had sank. And most of that stuff that writer had talked about, he was actually right about. He was right about it hitting an iceberg and sinking. Almost right on the feet long, and then almost right on the tons, and almost at the knots that it has, and that it had sank in April, and that there wasn't enough lifeboats either, and that its hull was ripped apart when it hit an iceberg. So in a way, he somehow had actually predicted that Titanic would hit an iceberg and sink. One thing I want to tell y'all about the Titanic is, unfortunately, Titanic isn't going to be there in the bottom of the ocean forever. Scientists have, at some point, discovered that there is a rust-eating bacteria all over what remains of Titanic, and is slowly eating away at it. So eventually, it's all just going to collapse completely, and then of course, it's just gonna pretty much be buried completely in the sand, and there would pretty much be nothing left of it. I'm not sure how long it would take, but they know that it will happen at some point in the future. Don't really know exactly when, of course, but it will happen. Anyways, if any of you are just now watching, please let me know in the comments. Leave a like and subscribe, please. And of course, my Lego sets that I got for Christmas, I will show you one of my new videos, probably in my new BeamNG Drive video, because this time since I did another one. My new BeamNG Drive video will be actually my first live BeamNG Drive video. If you guys want to see that, I will let you know probably on the day it would be, depending on if we have anything going on that day or not, going anywhere or something like that, or if I'm busy or something. So, something like that comes up, I would have to reschedule to a different day. So, yeah. I'll show you the progress on my model car that I've been working on, which is a 1953 Ford pickup truck. This is the progress on it. I have it spray painted metallic green. I've been painting the bottom of the bed flat black. I ran out of the flat black paint. Going to go get 2 new bottles of it tomorrow. On the way to the triple D or triple big D movie theater in Newton or Hickory, North Carolina. And what we're going to go see there is the Star Wars 8 movie, The Last Jedi. I cannot wait to see that movie. It looks absolutely awesome and epic. I cannot wait to see it. It looks like it's going to be really good. Can't wait to see it. Now, there's unfortunately only one more Star Wars movie trilogy, or one more movie for the Star Wars trilogy that will be coming out, which is Star Wars 9. Don't really know what the name of it would be yet, but it will be the 9th movie. The year it will be coming out is in 2019 at some point. And then this year, some point in 2018, they will be coming out with a Star Wars movie about Han Solo at some point. And, of course, since Harrison Ford isn't in Star Wars anymore, they are using someone else somehow that looks similar to him and make him look pretty much exactly like him. I guess just younger, because it's going to be about him, of course. But anyway, that comes out some point in 2018, which is this year coming up, this new year coming up at some point. You know how the Star Wars movie Rogue One came out? It's going to be kind of like like that, pretty much. Except it was about how one was about how they got the plans to the Death Star, pretty much. And the last official Star Wars movie that I know of, not the 9th Star Wars movie, but there's a Star Wars movie like kind of like a spin-off movie like Rogue One that's gonna be coming out. It's a movie Boba Fett that would be coming out in 2018. Some point after the 9th Star Wars movie is when that would be coming out. And then that maybe last official Star Wars movie that would come out. My grandpa said that they would probably keep coming out with Star Wars movies. It's not for the Star Wars trilogy. It'll be spin-off Star Wars like Rogue One and the one about clothes I told you about, and the Boba Fett one. So I don't really know if Star Wars movie would be the actual official last Star Wars movie or not. I guess we'll wait and see into the future when the future comes. And right now, I don't have anything saying that would be more after Boba. I just know the years that be coming out. That's pretty much it. Before I end video, I'm gonna show you this got a little mini vise, pretty much, that is supposed to is made to suction down to pretty much anything. I had left it and suctioned to it overnight, so it had come undone, I guess, because the air had gotten under it. But anyway, what you're supposed to do, like a part in it together, and use it to hold it to basically paint something with. Anyway, do that, and then I haven't seen the letter that I got from the YouTuber Bagger. That is the video before this next live stream video. One other thing I did get is a Remington electric razor. I had actually shaved with it. Second when I first got it, able to tell shaved with it. I really like it. I hope you guys like that. I have one. If you do. Another thing I want to do, Scott Cawthorn has a Five Nights at Freddy's fidget that he has out for sale, that he's selling, and I have one that I got for Christmas. It's Five Nights two toy Freddy fidgets. I'm not so. See if I can spin it. Hold on a minute. If you do this when you're spinning one, you can feel it trying to move whichever side put to, pretty much. It doesn't come apart like most fidget spinners do. It's been made to where it doesn't come apart, pretty much. I want it apart, but if I did that, would mean having it. I don't want to do that because they're collectibles. They're actually collectibles, so I don't want to do that. I have see, I have two $10 Google Play cards that I had gotten for Christmas. $15 Google Play card and a $20 Google Play card. I had gotten all that Google Play card money for Christmas, and I actually two new Five Nights at Freddy's McFarlane construction sets. I have the Shadow Bonnie minifigure set from Five Nights at Freddy's 2 that I had gotten already put together. And then, of course, I will show you my other new Lego sets, or three Lego sets that I have. One of them is a set that I had gotten for Christmas. Third is the Lego Captain, Captain Salazar from the new Caribbean movie. There's a Lego fish that I had gotten. I got a Lego set of that for Christmas as well. I had also no, that's it, pretty much. Yeah, that's it. The other thing is uh Classic Cars 2018. I will eventually show you like all the cars in it in one of my other videos. I don't have the time right now on my live stream video because I'm working on one of my Lego sets for now. The other two I'm going to put together some other time. Just don't know when yet. I don't want this video long, so. Two more things I want to show you. I had gotten a new jacket that's really soft on the inside. I really like it. And a new blanket as well. It's my favorite color is red. Of course, it's also soft. I like that about it. I had gotten it too. And I had also gotten some new bed sheets. They're Star Wars bed sheets that I had gotten. They're washing right now before I would put them on my bed. I'll put them on my bed eventually, just don't know when I'm going to do that. But anyway, whenever you guys see this video or do, please let me know if you did in the comments. Please like, and of course, subscribe. And I will see you all in my BMG Drive live stream video whenever I let you know about it at some point. So for now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye.